Hey, everybody. Hello to all of you out there. How are you doing on today? I hope all of you are doing just fine. Enjoying beautiful weather wherever you may be and having a very good day. I tell you, I'm enjoying myself too, having a good day here. And I'm especially having a good day now that I'm back with you again. So I would like to thank you very much for tuning in to me one more time. I am so grateful for it. I am. And I want to welcome each of you to another episode of TJ's Topics. That's right. And of course, I am TJ. And it is such a pleasure to be with you again. I consider it a joy, an honor, and a privilege to be able to come into your presence on any given occasion. I tell you, it's such a blessing. It really is. Now, today I would like to talk to you about something that I've been giving serious thought to, and it's something that I think a lot of times most of us tend to think about. I know that all of you have had experiences where someone approached you and they either asked you a stupid question or they said something that was just totally absurd and threw you for a loop. And you didn't know exactly how to respond to what they said. You didn't know how to answer the question that they asked, and you didn't know how to offer feedback because what they threw at you, it caught you by surprise. You know, it sort of was a curveball in a sense, what they came at you with. So that's what we're talking about today. Sometimes the best response is no response. You heard me? Sometimes the best response is no response. And I know all too well about not responding to people. In fact, I feel like I've sort of perfected the art of offering no response to people. I tell you, sometimes people can come at you with something just flat out crazy, and it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And you can't help but to wonder why in the world would they either ask me something like what they just asked me, or why would they approach me in the way that they did, saying whatever it was that they said that really didn't make any sense. It didn't amount to anything. But see, one reason why I think they do that is because they want to see exactly how you're going to respond. And they want you to become ignorant. You know, they want you to they want you to act stupid, say something, fly out the handle. They're testing you, trying to see which buttons they think they can push and exactly how much they will be able to get away with before you decide that you've had enough and you just totally go berserk on them. That's the reason why a lot of people do that kind of stuff. It can be a relative, a coworker, classmate, a so-called friend, and I use that. The key word is so-called. I use that because, a true friend wouldn't try to annoy you like that, or a real friend wouldn't be like that. But someone who pretends to be your friend, but they're not, they're subject to say and do anything. They don't care how you feel. They don't care about hurting your feelings or anything. I mean, because they simply want to try you. They want to test you and see how far you're willing to go before you, become defensive. Because people can only take so much. And depending on how far others go with us in terms of trying to test our patience, that will ultimately determine our reaction. And we have to be very careful how we react. Otherwise, we may find ourselves regretting it in the long run. So, I'm telling you, sometimes the best response is no response. If they come to you trying to start something, like gossip, or they want to lie on you, or make it seem like somebody else has lied on you, you can shut it down right quick. Just tell them I'm not interested in hearing that. I got too many other things to do, and I simply don't feel like being bothered right now. So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna keep it moving and go on about your business. And I'm telling you, you'll come out much better than all this getting pissed off and you're mad and now you're shaking all over you. You want to cuss them out, you shake your fist, you want to knock them out, you want to do all that kind of stuff. And it might feel good at the moment doing that, but exactly what is it going to accomplish in the end? And quite frankly, it won't accomplish anything. If you fly off the handle and you sock them in the mouth, or slap the taser out their mouth, you push them down, or anything else, you're not going to get anywhere like that. They do those things or say those things because they want to make you mad. They want to upset you, hurt your feelings, get you all riled up. You're trying to have peace of mind and enjoy your day. Everyone's not interested in peace and contentment. Some people live to stir up drama and wreak havoc on the lives of others. A lot of people, it seems like there's a certain percentage of individuals who were born into this world for the sole purpose of being hell raisers. It really does. They want to start all kinds of crap and cause trouble for everybody else. But they can't take it themselves. But as soon as you learn how to tune them out and don't even respond to the things that they're saying, whether it's lies or rumors, gossip, whatever, as soon as you decide that you don't want to respond to them, they'll leave you alone because they know that you don't have time for that stuff. And they ought not have time to be creating that trouble in the first place. But it is what it is. So the bottom line is, sometimes the best response is no response. Don't even waste your precious time dealing with those stupid individuals. So tell me this, have you ever had any experiences with people trying to create problems for you? It could be in any setting, around any individual or group of people, but no matter where it is or who it is, sometimes you'll run into that one person who is trying to push your buttons just to see exactly how far you'll go before you respond. And they're interested in knowing exactly how you respond. And they do it all for kicks, kicks and giggles. They like to do that kind of stuff. That's what they live for. Perhaps that's what they came to this earth for. Who knows? So anyway, I just want to thank you very much for tuning in today to this episode of TJ's Topics. And I feel like this conversation is one that needs to be had perhaps on a regular basis with multiple individuals or groups of people, because all of us are dealing with something. May not be the same thing, but all of us have been there at one time or another, and dealing with folks who just flat out like to wear the hell out of us. I tell you, I just don't have time for that. And I don't have any problem telling them to talk to the hand, because I'm not listening. And you can do the same thing. So I would like to say thank you very much for tuning in. And please be sure to come back again on the next time when we will be discussing something else. And there is no telling what it might be. But I do know that as we move closer to Easter, perhaps we'll think about something pertaining to just that. We'll just have to wait and see. So I look forward to seeing you again soon, okay? This is Taryn Jerome Harris, reminding you that every round goes higher and higher. And I'm so grateful for all of you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.